Welcome back to the Buster Ball Podcast, Around the Foghorn, your Giants baseball podcast. I'm your host, BillyB, and today we are diving deep into the most important road trip of the Giants' young 2026 season. 6 games, 2 series, 1 chance for this team to prove it belongs in the conversation. The Giants are sitting at 13-15 right now, 4th in the NL West, looking up at everyone. But here's the thing. They just took 2 of 3 from Miami. They've won 3 series in a row, and there is genuine momentum building in San Francisco. The question is, can they keep it going on the road against legitimate competition? Today I'm breaking it down game by game using the advanced metrics, WOBA, XWOBA, WRC+, FIP, all of it. Because if you're just watching the box score, you are missing half the story with this team right now. Let's get into it. Before we talk matchups, let's establish where this team actually is, not just by record, but by what the numbers say. The Giants' offense has a team WOBA of .318 and a WRC plus of 96, just slightly below league average. On the surface, that's not inspiring. But here's what makes this interesting. The underlying expected numbers are better than that. The real story is the disconnect at the top of the lineup. Rafael Devers is posting a 56 WRC+. For those unfamiliar, 100 is league average. 56 is historically bad for a player of his caliber, but his XWOBA, the expected, weighted on-base average based purely on the quality of contact he's making, sits at .334. That's 35 points above what he's actually producing. The contact is there. The results just haven't followed. Regression is coming, and this road trip might be where it starts. Same story with Willie Adams at 73 WRC+. His XWOBA tells you the talent is intact. He's just been unlucky. Meanwhile, Luis Arias is doing Luis Arias things, 128 WRC+, .352 WOBA. Young Lee is quietly having a really good season. Matt Chapman is steady. This lineup isn't broken. 2 stars just need to wake up. On the mound, the rotation has a 3.98 ERA. Fine, but the underlying metrics are better. Team FIP of 3.82, XFIP 3.71. The pitching is actually ahead of where the record suggests. So heading into this road trip, you've got a team that's underperforming its true talent level. That's actually a good sign for what's ahead. Segment 2, the Philadelphia Phillies 428s, 430ths. All right, Philadelphia, Citizens Bank Park, 3 games starting Tuesday. Now, the Phillies are 9-19, dead last in the NL East, and your instinct might be, great, soft series, let's stack some wins. I need you to pump the brakes on that. The Philadelphia Phillies have arguably the best pitching staff in the National League. I'm not joking. Their Sierra, skill interactive ERA, one of the best. Predictors of true pitching quality is 3.11. That's number 1 in the NL. Their XFIP, also number 1 in the NL. xERA, number 1. FIP, number 1. Their team ERA of 4.16 is misleading because their defense has been an absolute disaster. The worst run differential in baseball through most of April. So yes, the Phillies are 9-19, but their pitchers are elite. Don't sleep on this series. Game 1, Tuesday, April 28th. Logan Webb versus Christopher Sanchez. This is the hardest pitching matchup of the entire road trip. Sanchez is a 1.59 ERA, and every process metric backs it up. He's striking out over 27% of batters and walking fewer than 7%. He is legitimately the best pitcher in the National League right now. Webb is excellent. 3.38 FIP, elite ground ball rate at 57.8%, and he gives you a chance in any game. But facing Sanchez on the road against an offense that includes Bryce Harper at 153 WRC+, and Kyle Schwarber at 149, I've got this as a loss. Call 44% win probability for the Giants. Game 2, Wednesday, April 29th. Robbie Ray versus Andrew Painter. This is where I think the Giants pick up a win. Painter is 24 years old. He's been hit hard in his last 3 starts, and his ERA sits at 4.42. His underlying control numbers are actually decent, just 5.2% walk rate, but he's getting squared up. Ray has been solid, sitting around a 3.55 FIP. He's going to walk some guys. His 9.4% BB rate has been an issue, but he's got swing and miss stuff. And this is a favorable matchup against a Phillies lineup that is ranking 25th in baseball in WRC plus at just 87. Projected Giants win. Final something like 5-4. Game 3, Thursday, April 30th. Tyler Mahle versus Zach Wheeler. And here's where it gets tricky. Zach Wheeler just returned from a shoulder injury last week. 5 innings, 2 earned runs in his debut. His rehab numbers were excellent. 23 strikeouts against 5 walks. His stuff appears to be intact. Mahle, on the other hand, has a 4.12 ERA and has been inconsistent. His FIP is 3.98, not disqualifying, but he's not the guy you want going against. A healthy Wheeler. I've got this one as a loss to the Giants. Wheeler's return swings the matchup decisively. Giants take 1 of 3 in Philadelphia. Prediction: Giants 1, Phillies 2. Segment 3, the Tampa Bay series, May 1st to 3rd. Now we head to Tropicana Field. Tampa Bay, 3 games starting Friday. The Rays are 17-11, second in the AL East, legitimate contenders. But here's an interesting wrinkle. Their Pythagorean record, what their run differential says they should be, is 13-14. They've been winning close games at an unusually high rate. That kind of luck tends to correct. Also worth noting, Tropicana Field has a batting park factor of 95 and a pitching park factor of 91. It suppresses offense. That artificial turf eats up ground balls. For Giant starters with elite ground ball profiles, that's actually a home field style advantage. Game 4, Friday, May 1st, Adrian Hauser versus Shane Baz. I'll be honest with you, this is the game I'm most worried about. Hauser has been rough in 2026. Really rough. His ERA is 7.36 and his FIP is 5.82, meaning the struggles are real, not just bad luck. He gave up 8 earned runs in 4 innings against Miami just last week. Shane Baz is the Rays' best starter right now. 3.22 ERA, 3.34 FIP. Good. Control. Against a Tampa offense with a 108 WRC+. That's 8 points above league average. Hauser is going to be in trouble early. Win probability for San Francisco in this one, I've got it at 33%. Expect the bullpen by the 3rd inning. This is a loss. Game 5, Saturday, May 2nd. Landon Roop versus Zach Little. Now, this is the matchup I've been waiting for. Roop on 5 days rest is the Giants' most dangerous pitcher. 2.38 ERA. 0, and I mean 0, hits allowed on his changeup all season. 70 attempts, no hits. That pitch has been historically unhittable. And his curveball leads the National League in run value. Little is the Rays' weakest starter on paper. 3.88 ERA, 3.91 FIP. He doesn't miss many bats. In a pitcher-friendly dome where Roop's ground ball rate plays perfectly, this is a Giants win. I've got San Francisco at 57% win probability, the highest of any game on this trip. Final score, Giants 4, Rays 2. Game 6, Sunday, May 3rd. Logan Webb versus Ryan Pepiot. Webb, for the second time in 6 days, closes the series. Pepiot has a 4.01 ERA and is the most hittable of Tampa's 3 starters. Webb in a dome, on normal rest, with a ground ball rate of 57.8% on. Artificial turf? That's a recipe for a complete game performance. I've got the Giants at 55% to win this one. Prediction: Giants 2, Rays 1. Giants take the Tampa series. So let me bring this home. 6 games. My prediction: Giants go 3-3. But here's the thing. It's not a boring 3-3. It's Philadelphia that beats them up, and Tampa where they make their statement. 1 of 3 in Philly, 2 of 3 in Tampa. And honestly, If Devers starts regressing toward that .334 xWOBA, which every contact metric says he should, this team gets scarier fast. The offensive firepower is there. It just needs to show up. The rotation math also matters. Getting Webb twice in the 6-game stretch is a real advantage. Getting Roop in the best park matchup of the trip is a real advantage. The Giants are built for this kind of road trip. 3 wins. Some lessons learned. Hauser needs to figure it out, or the rotation is a real problem. But Roop and Webb give this team a ceiling that most people aren't fully respecting yet. 3-3. Giants fans, temper the expectations for Philly. Get excited about Tampa. That's going to do it for today's episode of Around the Foghorn. If you enjoyed this breakdown, subscribe wherever you get your podcasts and leave us a review. It genuinely helps. I'll be back after each series with a full recap and updated sabermetric grades for every starter on the trip. Until then, let's go Giants.